Now to the Philippines, where the death toll continues to rise. United Nations on the ground there confirm more than 4,400 people have died as a result of this super typhoon. That number is almost double the estimate we're getting from the Filipino president. The UN also says about 900,000 people have been displaced by this storm. But finally, 7 days after the brunt of the storm hit, help is arriving off the coast. The aircraft carrier, the USS George Washington, is providing thousands of sailors and 2 cruisers for support at this point. NBC4's McCullough Medina back with us. Mac, you've been tracking all the new information and some of the images coming out of there today.
Right, Colleen. It's 9 o'clock in the morning right now over in the Philippines on Friday, and there is finally a real response on the ground in some of the hardest hit areas. I want to show you something really quickly. Take a look at this. JPL here in Pasadena generated this map that shows the areas that sustained the most damage. And if you take a closer look, it shows the area around the city of Tacloban. That's where the storm made the landfall. Those red dots, they represent surface changes. Each dot is about 30 miles across, so that's a lot of damage. But Filipinos are finally feeling the impact of the rescue effort.
For the first time since this typhoon hit, there is a real sense of hope. The USS George Washington and 7 support ships have arrived off the coast of the most devastated area. The George Washington can purify 400,000 gallons of water every day.
We have lots of dehydration also, malnutrition, because of most of the patients haven't eaten since after the typhoon.
And with 21 U.S. helicopters at the ready, getting that water to communities will be swift. Some survivors haven't had clean drinking water in almost a week.
Celebration of Truth is probably the first smiles we've seen on faces of people in the Philippines in the last 7 days.
There are now some 300 U.S. Marines on the ground in the region, and soon that will be boosted to more than 1,000. Airports are now finally reopening as well, and roads are being unblocked. Search and rescue missions are finally underway in communities that were hardly touched since the typhoon hit. This mission is called Operation Damayan, which in local language means sharing or support. Survivors say there is now real traction in this relief effort for the first time after days of gridlock.
We are thinking on how to start again our lives, how we will build again our houses that has been destroyed.
And that is remarkable considering just a couple of days ago their efforts were on trying to find water and trying to find food. The U.S. military will be there at least for the next few weeks on the ground. We're live in the newsroom. I'm McCullough Medina, NBC4 News.